Hello. Today we'll start question number 3 and third example from that. So it's sine inverse of 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square. Now we very well know that this is something format like cos 2 theta formula, right? But it comes under sine. So what we can do? First we'll convert this into cos 2 theta and then we'll convert cos to sine angle, right? We know that how to convert cos and sine angles into each other. So first consider it as y. Now to make this format as cos 2 theta, we have to put tan theta instead of x, right? So put that x is equals to tan theta, and from that theta is equals to tan inverse of x, right? So after substituting that into y, it will come as sine inverse of 1 minus tan square theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. Now this is nothing but something cos 2 theta. So we'll write that. But outside it is sine inverse. So yes, of course we have to convert this into sine. Then only we can cancel them. So cos can be converted into sine as sine pi by 2 minus that theta, particular theta. So theta is here. It is nothing but 2 theta. So we'll convert it as sine of pi by 2 minus 2 theta. Okay. Then this sine inverse and this sine will get cancelled and only pi by 2 minus 2 theta will remain. So instead of that theta, we'll put value of theta tan inverse x and we'll proceed further. So this everyone knows now, that differentiate, then this will come as 0, derivative will come as 0, and this will minus 2 will remain as a constant, and tan inverse derivative we know that it is 1 upon 1 plus x square. So the final answer is minus 2 upon 1 plus x square. Okay. Next question is, now this is other than 2 theta formulas, means other than those tan theta term containing. It is not like that. It is something different. So yes, first of all observe that it is sine inverse outside. It means we have to arrange here sine, right? So in which formula of sine there is 2 into something. So sine 2 theta is equals to 2 sine theta cos theta formula. We will know that, right? So it means that it indicates that instead of x, this x, there should be sine, right? So we'll put, in this example, we'll put sine theta instead of x. Or you can put cos theta also. Then also you will get, see. In short, I'll explain over here. If you will put sine theta instead of this x, this bracket will come 1 minus sine square theta, which means cos square theta, and outside this square root it will come as cos theta. Then we'll get sine and cos combination. Okay. And imagine if you will put cos theta as x, then it will come as sine. This square root bracket will come as sine. So again there will be combination of 2 sine theta cos theta. So no matter you will put sine theta or cos theta, but you should get this format, that it is of this type. Okay. So in this example, we'll take x is equals to sine. Okay. See, I have written here. So in this example, we'll put x is equals to sine theta, then theta will be sine inverse of x. And if you will put by x is equals to cos theta, it will also work. Only sign will change, means in final answer I'll tell you about that at the end also. So we'll proceed by taking x is equals to sine theta now. Then y will be sine inverse of 2 sine theta into square root 1 minus sine square theta. So it is again sine inverse of 2 sine theta, and this is square root of cos square theta by identity. Okay. Now again this is sine inverse of 2 sine theta, and this will come as square root and square will get cancelled, only cos theta will remain. Now this is format of sine 2 theta. So we'll put that. So this is sine inverse of sine 2 theta. Okay. So after getting sine inverse and sine cancel, it will come as 2 theta. And then y will be 2 sine inverse x. Now differentiate this. You will get answer as 2 into sine inverse derivative. Everyone know that it is 1 upon square root 1 minus x square. Right. So final answer is 2 upon square root 1 minus x square. And now quickly we'll discuss this. Now if we'll take x is equals to cos theta, then theta will come as cos inverse x, right? then your y will be sine inverse of 2 cos theta under root of 1 minus cos square theta. Okay, so this will be sine inverse 2 cos theta. Directly I'll write, see, this will be sine square theta, and after taking square root of that sine square theta, it will come as sine theta. So again this is format of 2 sine theta cos theta. We'll rearrange this, and this is again what, sine 2 theta only. So we'll ask that what is difference in the answer. So see, this is sine 2 theta, right? So after getting sine inverse and sine cancel, it will 2 theta. But in this format, theta is cos inverse. So it will be 2 cos inverse x. And this is y. So after taking derivative, we know that now cos inverse derivative is with minus form. So that is the difference in the answer. So it is minus 1 upon square root 1 minus x square. So this question's answer will come as plus minus 2 upon 1 minus x square. Either plus or either minus. Both answers will correct. Okay, understood? So no need to get confused. This is very simple. Now see, this is cos inverse of 3x minus 4x cube. By observing this only, we'll get to know that it is of 3 theta form. Either sin 3 theta or either cos 3 theta. But as 3x is in starting, we know that it is starting of sin 3 theta formula. It means that, okay, so you can write over here for understanding purpose. So first consider this as y. Now as 3x is in first position in formula, so in sin 3 theta formula there is 3 sin theta in starting. Okay, it means that this is format of sin 3 theta formula. Okay, so will write that, or if you want you can imagine and you can directly write this step. So it means that to get this form we have to put sin theta instead of x, correct? So then put here x is equals to sin theta only, then it will come as theta will come as sin inverse of x. Okay, then cos inverse, next step will be y is equals to cos inverse of 3 sin theta, okay, minus 4 sin cube theta. It is formula of sin 3 theta. So the next step will be cos inverse of sin 3 theta. Now, but of course, yes, it is cos inverse outside, means we want cos inside. So we can convert sine into cos, right? So we'll convert that and write cos of pi by 2 minus 3 theta. It is 3 theta here, so pi by 2 minus 3 theta. Now we can cancel them, and the y will be pi by 2 minus 3 theta. Therefore, now put the value of theta in order to differentiate. So y is equals to pi by 2 minus 3 into sin inverse x. So differentiate this with respect to x. Then dy by dx will be, it is 0 and it's minus 3 into 1 upon square root of 1 minus x square. That is differentiation of sin inverse x. So the final answer is minus 3 upon square root 1 minus x square. Okay. Now this is next question. Cos inverse of e raised to x minus e raised to minus x upon e raised to x plus e raised to minus x. Now this is totally different question. Okay, this is not in the format 1 minus x square 1 plus x square, or not in 2 tan theta format, nothing. Okay, this is completely different question. So but still we have to solve by those method only. So what we can do in order to arrange this as 1, right? 1 minus and 1 plus we can arrange, no? So in order to make it 1 and make it also 1, we will divide this whole numerator and we will divide this whole denominator by what? E raised to x, in order to make it 1. And then this will also come as square. We'll see that also. Okay, so understood? In such formats, no need to get confused or no need to get worry. So just remember that this should be 1 as it is cos inverse, okay, as it is cos inverse, it should be 1 minus something square and 1 plus something square, right? Then only we can convert it into cos 2 theta formula, or those two sine and cos containing formulas, okay? But as it is denominator form, it should be 1 minus tan square theta and 1 plus tan square theta only, right? So in order to make this to this or convert this to this, we have to first make this e raised to x as 1. So first consider it as y. Now inside bracket, of course, so divide by e raised to x to numerator and denominator, or divide numerator and denominator by e raised to x, anything you can write. So this will be then y is equals to cos inverse of, this will come as 1 minus, this will be e raised to minus x upon e raised to x, and upon again for denominator this will be 1 after dividing by e raised to x, and plus it will be again e raised to minus x upon e raised to x. Now see, these parts will go into numerator with minus sign in their indices, okay? So the next step will be cos inverse of 1 minus, this is e raised to minus x at first only, and this will come as e raised to minus x only, again upon 1 plus, this is also e raised to minus x into e raised to minus x. Now this we can write as e raised to minus x bracket square, right? So the next step will be y is equals to cos inverse of 1 minus e raised to minus x bracket square upon 1 plus e raised to minus x bracket square. Done. Our job is done now. This is 1 minus tan square theta. This is 1 plus tan square theta. Means what? This bracket we have to put as tan theta. Okay. So put e raised to minus x as tan theta. Then your theta will be tan inverse of e raised to minus x. Very simple. Just you have to use your mind in at first step only. Then you will get our regular format and you can put all the values and all the steps you can write. Then it will be cos inverse of 1 minus tan square theta upon 1 plus tan square theta, which is equals to cos inverse of cos 2 theta. Now they will get cancelled and 2 theta will remain. Now you have to put value of theta in the next step, which is now here not only tan inverse x, but here it is tan inverse of e raised to minus x. Remember. Now differentiate this with respect to x. Then dy by dx will be 2 will remain as constant, and first we will use tan inverse derivative. So it will be 1 upon 1 plus something square. So something means it is here e raised to minus x. So it is 1 upon 1 plus e raised to minus x bracket square into extra part we have to take in differentiation. So it will be ddx of e raised to minus x. Okay. Rearrange this as 2 upon 1 plus e raised to minus x bracket square, or you can write e raised to minus 2x also, and this will come as e raised to minus x, and again derivative of minus x means minus 1. So directly we can write that. So the final after rearranging, so this is 2 minus 2 into e raised to minus x upon 1 plus e raised to minus 2x after multiplying these indices. But we can leave this answer only up to here also, but as usually we don't need minus terms or minus signs in our answer mostly. So in index also we can convert them into plus sign. Yes. So leave this, but for this actually we'll change something. So it is minus 2 into e raised to minus x in numerator. This will change. So it will be 1 plus 1 upon e raised to 2x. After taking this into denominator, it will get plus index. Now cross multiply in denominator. So it will be minus 2 into e raised to minus x in numerator, and upon this will be e raised to 2x plus 1 upon e raised to 2x. Okay. Now this will be in numerator in next step. So this will be minus 2 e raised to minus x, and this e raised to 2x will come here upon 1 plus e raised to 2x. See, denominator we got in plus sign with index. So here also after, see, base is same and index are different. So according to rule of indices, when base is same and indices are different, we can add the indices, right? So after adding, it will be in subtraction, actually subtraction. So 2x plus minus x means 2x minus x we have to do, so it will come as x in index. So the final answer will be minus 2 e raised to x upon 1 plus e raised to 2x. Okay, from here we have to do some extra steps in order to get final and actual answer. So this is very important. Okay, now next question. It is also very easy. This is cos inverse of 1 minus 9 raised to x upon 1 plus 9 raised to x. First consider it as y. Now see, in cos inverse, in order to arrange cos 2 theta formula inside, we want something like 1 minus something square and upon 1 plus something square. So here can we arrange a square form using 9 raised to x first, that 9 raised to x term? Think about it. 9 can be written as in square form we want, na? So 9 can be written as 3 square. So in first step we'll write like this: cos inverse of 1 minus 3 square and bracket raised to x again upon 1 plus 3 square bracket raised to x. Now see, something square we want, so we can exchange these indices. We can take this index inside and we can take this index outside. Actually they are in multiplication only, no? So we can write them like this also. So in next step, in order to arrange our formula, we'll exchange indices outside and inside. So this is y is equals to cos inverse of 1 minus 3 raised to x bracket square upon 1 plus 3 raised to x bracket square. Something square we got. So this something means we have to put it as tan theta. Remember. So put that inside bracket, that is 3 raised to x, as tan theta. Then theta will come as tan inverse of 3 raised to x. Correct? Now our y will become, or yes, our y will become as cos inverse of 1 minus tan square theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. So this is nothing but cos 2 theta. Similar form, similar steps are there, but theta will come as tan inverse of 3 raised to x. So that while taking that differentiation, you have to take this extra part differentiation also. So this will be, differentiation will be 2 into, this will be 1 upon 1 plus 3x bracket square into derivative of this 3 raised to x. So this is 2 and this is derivative of 3 raised to x will be 3 raised to x into log 3, that is a raised to x derivative is a raised to x log a. So we'll write that in that format, and upon, you can write this as we know that this is nothing but 9 raised to x, no? So you can write like that also, or leave this as only 3 raised to 2x. Both answers are correct. Okay. Some students can observe this as only we'll multiply this index and we'll leave this as it is. So this will also work. Or if you will here again, if you observe that yes, I should, or I can make this 9 and I can write this 9 raised to x as it is in question. So this is also correct. Okay. Now this is sine inverse of 4 raised to x plus half upon 1 plus 2 raised to 4x. Okay. So see, first consider it as y is equals to sine inverse of 4 raised to x plus half upon 1 plus 2 raised to 4x. So see, we know the law of indices, which is when it is like this, a raised to m plus n, we can write it as a raised to m into a raised to n. रिवर्स फॉर्मूला, अब तक हम ये यूज इससे ये करते थे. Now we'll use it into reverse form. So we'll split this in order to get something as it is sine inverse, and this is completely different. It should be 2 into something, or that 2 sin theta cos theta form, but as it is in denominator, we can convert it into 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta, right, as it is in numerator denominator format. अगर न्यूमरेटर डिनोमिनेटर फॉर्मेट नहीं रहता, सिंपल लिनियर कुछ रहता, देन वी कैन थिंक फॉर 2 sin theta cos theta formula, that formula. But we have to, in order to, as this is numerator upon denominator, we have to think in this form. So for that we have to split this, because we cannot see 2 here directly, na? So we have to arrange that to somehow. So after splitting that, by using, right over here also, by using, since a raised to m plus n is a raised to m into a raised to n. Okay, so using this form we'll write this as sine inverse of 4 raised to x into 4 raised to half upon 1 plus 2 raised to 4x. So 4 raised to half means this is square root of 4, nothing but, right? So it will be 2. So the next step is sine inverse of 4 raised to x into 2 upon, this is also we want 1 plus something square, na? So we will write, in order to get that square we will split this 4x. So numerator we got 2 into 4 raised to x upon, for this 1 plus 2 raised to this 4 we will write as 2 into 2 and this x. Okay, so now here sine inverse of it is 2, we'll write in first. So 2 into 4 raised to x upon, as this is 4 raised to x in numerator, we'll make this also 4 raised to x. So how we can make this? We'll use this 2 raised to 2 as 4 and this x. So here I wrote directly. If you want you can put one step here in middle. So this will be sine inverse of 2 into 4 raised to x upon 1 plus this 2 raised to 2, will make it as 4, and then it will be 2x, 4 raised to 2x. As we want bracket square, so again we'll exchange this, or we'll use over here that form, a raised to mn form. So a raised to mn we can write as a raised to m bracket raised to n. So we'll use here that form. Okay, so 2x will split as 4 raised to x bracket square. Now see this form, this is something 2 into something upon 1 plus something square. So it means that this can be converted into 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan theta, tan square theta, right? So it means that, it indicates that this 4 raised to x we have to put as tan theta. So put 4 raised to x as tan theta, then theta will come as tan inverse of 4 raised to x. Similar steps are there now. Put this sine inverse of 2 tan theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. It is nothing but sine 2 theta formula. Then sine inverse and sine will get cancelled. You will get 2 theta. Put value of theta and find out differentiation. Similar differentiation is there. This is 2 as it is 1 upon 1 plus 4x bracket square into derivative of 4 raised to x, as this is extra. So this is 2 upon 1 plus 4 raised to 2x, we can write it, right? And this derivative is 4 raised to x into log 4. Rearrange and write. This is final answer is 2 into 4 raised to x into log 4. See, 2 4 raised to x log 4 upon, this is 1 plus 4 raised to 2x. Now this will leave it as it is, as in question also this is only 4 raised to something. So if it was 16 raised to, so we can write the answer as 1 plus 16 raised to x also, but no need of that. Okay, so the next question is sine inverse of 1 minus 25x square upon 1 plus 25x square. Again this is 1 minus something and 1 plus something, so bracket square we want. So x is already in square and 25 we can arrange as 5 square, right? So we got idea what to do now, right? So first consider it as y. This is sine inverse of, it will be 1 minus 5x, we can write in combine and bracket square. Again 1 plus 5x bracket square. Okay, it means that instead of this 5x, now we have to put tan theta. So put 5x is equals to tan theta. Now remember this is not 5 raised to x, it is 5x. So your theta will come as tan inverse of 5x. Okay. Be careful while writing this. So this will be now y is equals to sine inverse of 1 minus tan square theta upon 1 plus tan square theta, which is nothing but formula of cos 2 theta. Now, as this is sine inverse, we want sine over here, so we'll change angle as sine of pi by 2 minus 2 theta. And then it will get cancelled and it will come as pi by 2 minus 2 theta. Now put value of theta in y. So y will be pi by 2 minus 2 into tan inverse of 5x. Now take derivative as usual. So this derivative is 0 minus 2 into this derivative will be 1 upon 1 plus 5x bracket square, and in multiplication derivative of this 5x. So the answer will be minus 2 upon 1 plus, this we can write as 25x square, into this derivative will be 5. Then the final answer will be, after combining this 5 and 2, as they are in multiplication, this will be minus 10 upon 1 plus 25x square. This is the final answer. Now this is also something different, means a similar form only, but as we know, up to now we used to see like it is 1 minus something square, 1 plus something square, but this is 1 minus x cube and 1 plus x cube inside in sine inverse. So it means that this whole part we have to take as tan square, right? Here it should be tan square. So without getting confused, directly see this part can be converted into 1 minus tan square theta upon 1 plus tan square theta. Okay, it means that instead of whole x cube we want tan square theta, so directly put like that only. Okay, so put x cube is equals to tan square theta. Then in order to get this theta, first take square root, so it will be tan theta is equals to square root of x cube, and then that means 3x raised to 3 by 2, right? This can be written as x cube bracket raised to half, that means x raised to 3 by 2. Everyone can write directly this. So it means theta is equals to tan inverse of x raised to 3 by 2. Okay, that's it. So now onwards it is very easy, similar form. So it will be y is equals to sine inverse of 1 minus this whole tan square theta and upon 1 plus tan square theta. So it is formula of cos 2 theta. As it is sine inverse, convert the angle. It will be sine inverse of sine of pi by 2 minus 2 theta. Now they will get cancelled and the y will be pi by 2 minus 2 theta. Now put the value of theta. So it is y is equals to pi by 2 minus 2 into tan inverse of x raised to 3 by 2. Now differentiate them. Pi by 2 derivative will come as 0 minus 2 into first take derivative of tan inverse. So it will be 1 upon 1 plus x raised to 3 by 2 and bracket square. And in multiplication derivative of that x raised to 3 by 2. Now see, we know index and index get multiplied. So after multiplication 3 by 2 into 2 it will be 2 will get cancelled. It means it will come as x cube. So it is minus 2 upon 1 plus x cube into this derivative is 3 by 2 into x raised to 3 by 2 minus 1 using x raised to n form derivative. Okay. So the next step is minus 2 upon 1 plus x cube into 3 by 2. After doing calculations over here, it will be 1 by 2. 3 minus 2 upon 2. So 1 by 2. It means this is square root of x. Directly we can write. Okay. The final answer is, and also here this 2 and this 2 will get cancelled. So the final answer will be minus 3 into root x upon 1 plus x cube. Okay. So see, those all questions are from those 2 theta forms only. So today we'll stop over here. Thank you.